Hello everyone, this is Cookie Says here, and I finally watched Kpop Demon Hunters. Finally it took a while for me to finally watch this movie, but at long last I finally did watch Kpop Demon Hunters, the latest movie from Sony Animation. Little backstory short, very much I was not interested in this movie because I was not in that demographic group, because I'm not a K-pop fan. I never heard of. I listened to few songs, but I was never a fan of K-pop genre. Second, it was on Netflix, so I thought some Netflix animated movies are really good, and then there are some that are really bad. But I thought it would be the really bad part, I think. But I got interested to see this movie because I saw many ads and many articles over social media praising this movie. So I decided to give it a try. What a surprise it was. This is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, I suggest you watch it. If not, you're being warned. Just to summarize the story shortly, without going too much into detail, but so this movie is about three girls, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe, and they are key pop stars, but also living a secret life as demon hunters. There's like a generation thing, tradition that demon hunters are females and always in three. Rumi, Mira, and Zoe are the current ones, so they're hunting demons outside their key pop stars' lives. And then they're facing this demon lord Guima, voiced by Frontman. And he gets an idea after so many failed attempts. It's time to perhaps create a demon boy band, demon K-pop band to rival the Huntrix. Because Guima and the demon's plan is to steal souls of the Huntrix fans, since they are the biggest K-pop stars group in South Korea. And so the new K-pop band, the Saja Boys, were created. Then we have Jinu, who is the main character from the band, soft side, and he gets really close to Rumi. And Rumi does share a secret. She's half demon. Her father was a demon and her mother was a human, so there's a secret that she haven't told her friends yet. So that's the whole story without telling the whole story. Now I will break it down. Characters of Rumi, Mira, Zoe, the main characters, voiced by, excuse me if I don't pronounce their names correct. Rumi is voiced by Arden Cho, Mira is voiced by Mai Hong, and Zoe is voiced by Ying Yong Yo. Sorry if I mispronounced it. They're doing an excellent job as the voices of these three main characters. Same can be said with their characters' singer voices. Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, they were very likable, very fun. They have this group dynamic. Pretty much they are like a family, as three sisters with different backgrounds. Like the personality we have. Rumi is the so-called leader. She is nice, though she's keeping a secret from her friends. And then we have Zoe, who is hyperactive, and Mira, who is more laid back. Those three remind me a lot of Team Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Even Zoe especially reminds me a lot of Ty Lee, and Mira reminds me a lot of Mei. Of course, Rumi doesn't feel like Azula, but you're getting the picture, at least those two. And then let's talk about the Saja Boys. Alright, so the Saja Boys, the only real character I can think of is Jinu, voiced by Aun Hyo Soap. Sorry if I mispronounced it. He's doing an amazing job as well as voice acting this character. He's the only character from the Saja bands that actually has a personality. The others are just in the background. Don't get me wrong, they are great also. They're having those moments. Each character has some small moments, but of course he's the one who is the leader, and he has like amazing chemistry with Rumi. Guima, voiced by Lee Byung-hun, who wish we saw more of him because he's the big bad of this movie. Daniel D. Kim, voiced by this healer doctor, in my opinion the most creepy character of the movie. I was more creeped out of him than the demons itself. And then we have Celine, voiced by Yoo Jin Kim, a character that's connected to this girl's mentor and seems to know more of Rumi's past. secret, of course. We saw more of her, more connection, more expanded on. And of course we have Bobby, voiced by King Young. And Bobby is a fan favorite, I can see why. He's supportive to the girls, he's the typical manager, but except he really cares about the girls and always put their interest above his and the others. He's a likable character. And then we have this demon bird and this demon tiger called Derpy that is always hanging around with Genu. They are great characters, fun ones. They're definitely gonna sell a lot of toys, especially the tiger. Now to the story. The story itself is good, even though we have seen this cliche type. This one main character has a secret and she doesn't want to share it to her friends, and they create this conflict. We have seen it many times over and over again. The thing with this movie, it feels so fresh that it just gets a pass. It just feels very fresh with these characters and this setting and this lore that it didn't bother me at all. So I wish there were parts of the story that was expanded on. Example, I feel some scenes I would love to expand more of. Genu's and Rumi's connection or past. The songs and the characters are the ones that's carrying the story forward. Right, the songs. Yeah, the songs is the biggest thing of this movie. Wow, I must say this movie has one of the best soundtracks from all the movies that I've seen, from animated movies, but also from live action. This is my opinion, but I think it's up there. This movie soundtrack is up there with Spirit, Tarzan. Songs from Kpop Demon Hunters are really great and catchy that I, even to this day, I keep listening to the songs, especially Golden, Idol, and This Is How I Sound Like. Also Soda Pop, very catchy. And yeah, this is a short clip of me listening to these songs over and over again every day. But yeah, these songs, they didn't need to go this hard, in my opinion. As soon as the first song hit, I was direct into it. My head was thinking, wow, this song has no business being this good. And each song has meaning and very fitting to the story. The animation is gorgeous. And besides the Spider-Verse movies, Open Season and Surf's Up, I can't think of any more others on the animation movies. But those that I mentioned are the ones that I really like. I really love the Spider-Verse movies. I think those are S-tier movies, one of the best comic book movies and animated movies ever made. This was a huge surprise, and I will add that Kpop Demon Hunters is up there with the Spider-Verse when it comes to animations. And overall as a movie, because I think it's easily, along with Spider-Verse, the best animated movies from Sony Animation. Also, this movie has one of the best and great humor overall. It has very modern day humor. Also the animation style when they're making these typical anime faces or goofy faces. It's fun, very enjoyable. Now, what's my grade for this movie? I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. This movie for me is the best movie of this year so far, and I really hope that we're getting a sequel or spin-off in movie form. I don't want them to do a TV series because I fear they will turn it into Megamind 2 with the animation low quality of entertainment, because this movie really deserves to be on the big screen, which is a shame it wasn't, and it deserves to be on the same quality level as this movie, as the first one. Just a matter of time, I think, when Netflix announced the sequel. The numbers don't lie, it's the most watched animated movie in Netflix history. Deservedly so. Also, the songs from the movie is on top of the charts for many weeks now, and I do hope that we see that Genu return, because I don't think he's dead. He's just having his soul stuck inside of Rumi. He's pretty much still alive and can come back anytime soon. That was my spoiler review overall of Sony Animation's latest movie, Kpop Demon Hunters. So what did you guys think of it? If you have seen it, comment down below. Comment what are you looking forward to in the sequel. If Netflix and Sony decides to make a sequel or a prequel or spin-offs. Comment down below, and thank you so much for watching this video.